You've probably heard the story 100 times. A rock fell from the sky. The dinosaurs died. End of story. It's a good story. It's also not the whole one, because for 1 million years before that rock ever arrived, this planet was already breaking. Let's go back. 66 million years. Picture Earth as you've never seen it. No ice caps. Forests stretch from pole to pole. Somewhere in what is now India, the ground itself is bleeding. Not figuratively. Actual lava, pouring out of cracks for thousands of years, cooling into black rock a mile thick. Geologists call this the Deccan traps. This wasn't one eruption. It was hundreds, spread across roughly 1 million years, pumping out enough sulfur and carbon dioxide to poison oceans and swing the planet's temperature wildly, cooling 1 decade, roasting the next. Now picture living through that, not for a season, for generations. When scientists finally dated these eruptions with real precision, something unsettling appeared. The largest pulse began almost exactly when something else arrived. Because while the ground was breaking open in India, a rock roughly 6 miles wide was falling toward Earth. It struck the coast of what is now Mexico so hard that solid rock, for a few seconds, moved like water. Geologist Walter Alvarez first proposed, back in 1980, that a rare metal layer found worldwide could only have come from an asteroid. Years later, the crater turned up, near a town called Chicxulub, exactly the right size, exactly the right age. So the asteroid is real. That part holds up. But why were so many species already declining in the million years before it hit? Paleontologist Gerta Keller has argued for decades that fossil records show ocean life thinning out well before the asteroid struck, tracking suspiciously close to the timing of those eruptions. Not everyone agrees. It's one of the longest arguments in paleontology. What if it wasn't one catastrophe? What if it was two stacked on top of each other? The impact triggered firestorms across entire continents. Then dust and sulfur spread globally within weeks, blocking the sun for years. Plants died first, then the animals that ate them. The biggest dinosaurs didn't lose because they were weak. They lost because they couldn't skip dinner. An animal the size of a house needs an enormous amount of food every single day, forever. There wasn't any left. Meanwhile, in burrows and riverbanks, small mammals were eating insects and rotting scraps, the kind of food that doesn't vanish overnight. Fossils from that exact boundary tell the same story again and again. The animals that survived weren't the strongest ones. They were the ones that weren't picky. Birds made it through, and birds are, in a very real sense, the dinosaurs that survived. Small, feathered, built to eat almost anything, anywhere. The giants that ruled this planet for over 150 million years were gone within what may have been less than a decade. Not because they were weak, because the exact thing that made them dominant, size, scale, needing so much of one very specific thing, became the reason they couldn't adapt, the moment the rules changed overnight. You've probably heard the story 100 times. A rock fell from the sky and the dinosaurs died, but the ground had already been bleeding for 1 million years before that rock ever arrived. And when the sky finally did go dark, it wasn't the biggest animal in the room that walked away. It was the one that could still find something to eat.